We're the visionaries, man. What it do with y'all? Welcome back to another video out in a bit. And I'm saying, now I want to talk to y'all about something today, man. And today's video I want to talk to y'all about is why I don't believe in Asian. Or it's gonna be another video title I had in mind like a couple hours ago, man, but I forgot. But anyways, man, so let me just go with this title for the time being, man. So real talk, man, why I don't believe in Asian. Now let me explain. Look, G. Now, I talk about this topic all the time on my channel, and the topic it is that I'm telling y'all about is, I talk about the fountain of youth. I found out about the fountain of youth, man, for a very long time, but I started applying it, this year. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't gonna sit back and count. I'm getting older. But real talk though, man. So, I found out about it, man, and I said, since I know about the fountain of youth, why not use it? You know what I'm saying? And so basically I'm using it, and at this current moment, how old you think I am? Now, most of the time when I'm out in public and shit like that, people be thinking I'm like 18, 19, you know what I'm saying? 20, 21, that's those the ages I get. Real talk, man. People be thinking I just graduated high school. People think I'm in college and shit like that. Motherfucker, I've been out of high school for a very long time. I'm telling you what it is. And on top of that, man, I've been out of college for a very long time as well. I'm telling you what it is, man. It wasn't even in the 2020s. But anyways, man, so the reason as to why I'm making this video though, man, is simply because I don't believe in Asian. Now, let me explain as to why I don't believe in Asian. The reason as to why I don't believe in Asian is simply because, you see, one of the biggest things, not one of the biggest, well, this is the number one thing. What happens when you get older, my G? What happens when you get older? When you get older, the number one thing that's going to happen is you're going to get out of your physical prime. And what it is that I mean by that is, you're not going to be able to do the same things that you once did upon a time when you was younger. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to have that same type of attraction mechanism you had when you was younger. You know what I'm saying? What's some other things that's going to happen, man? It can also come with like can't get my word out. But it could also come with the mental attitude as well. You know what I'm saying? When you get older and stuff like that, there you go. The older you get, the more boring you're gonna get. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna feel like hanging out and doing certain things. I ain't gonna sit back and cap to you, man. And I'm grateful I found this out. But when I was Asian, right? One thing that happens when you age, you start to not care about your appearance no more. I'm telling you what it is, man. So basically what it is I'm saying, I started dressing plain out in this bitch. Real talk, I'm telling you what it is. But that what happens when you get older and shit like that. You stop caring. It's not about you trying to impress individuals, but it just, I don't know, man. I like to dress up for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like to have that image of success. So, real talk, man, I'm gonna put that shit on. I'm telling you what it is. But it's some other things, man. Also, when you get very old, like when you get in your 70s, 80s, and 90s, you know what I'm saying, you start to become angry. I'm telling you what it is. But that ain't what I wanted to talk about though, man. What technically is what I wanted to talk about. But the point I'm trying to get across in this video though, man, the overall reason as to why I'm making this video is simply because, like I said, the number one thing is you're gonna get out of your physical prime. Real talk, man. I'm just telling you what can you do? Let's say you like 90 years old, right? What can you do when you're 90 years old, my G? What can you do? What can you honestly do when you're 90 years old? Motherfucker, you can't do a damn thing out in this bitch. I'm telling you what it is. You're gonna be you're not gonna be able to do the things it is that you once upon a time did. You're not gonna be able to have sex out in this bitch. I'm telling you what it is. Motherfucker, you're not gonna be able to You're not going to be able to do the things it is that you want to do in your own time. 9 times out of 10, you know what I'm saying? If you're not in perfect health, if you haven't been taking care of your health, or if you haven't been taking it seriously or something like that, then what's going to happen is, motherfucker, you're going to have someone else to help you out on some shit like that. So 9 times out of 10, you're not going to be able to be in control of your body all the time. There's some other things that can happen, man. You know what I'm saying? It just, you can't do certain things when you get older, my G. So point I'm trying to get across is, motherfucker, what's the point in getting older? What's the point? Now, let me talk about this right quick, because I know it's going to be some individuals on this, some individuals, they're going to want to debate on, you know, I'm just telling you what it is. What is the benefits that you gain when you get older, my G? What's the benefits? And like I was about to say, I know it's gonna be some individuals that's gonna debate me. Well, debate me, and I know one of the main ways you're gonna say the number one thing you're gonna debate me on is this. Oh, when you get older, you're gonna gain wisdom. Man, fuck all of that shit. What? No, I take that back. No, matter of fact, you're right. I'm not gonna sit back and cap. You are absolutely right. You honestly do gain wisdom. However, at the end of the day, you can still be in the, look, I don't care how much wisdom you got. If you're not in the physical shape that you could possibly be in, then at the end of the day, none of that wisdom matters, because what you're going to do when they apply that wisdom? Let's say you got wisdom, let's say you got knowledge on how to start a business and shit like that. What's the point having all the knowledge in the world if you're not going to start a business? You know, what's all the wisdom in the world? Here you go. Oh, it's very important to live your life. At the end of the day, motherfucker, did you do that? Did you become the individual that lived your life instead of telling other individuals to live their own life? I'm telling you what it is. Take your own advice. I'm telling you what it is, man. But what I'm trying to get across though is, all of this I'm trying to say, yeah, it's true, you might gain wisdom when you're old and shit like that, but at the end of the day, you can gain wisdom when you're young. And what I mean is, you can gain wisdom from other individuals, so you don't have to make the same mistakes it is that they made, or you don't have to go through the same experiences it is that they went through. I'm telling you what it is. And that's all I'm trying to say, man. I learn from other people's mistakes, and on top of that, you know what I'm saying, I gain wisdom from my own experiences. And at the end of the day, motherfucker, I'm still in my 20s. I'm still in my 20s or some shit, and I ain't gonna sit back and cap to you, man. I know so much information to the point I'm like 500 years ahead of my time. Real talk. And like I said, I know so much information to the point that I found out about the fountain of youth. I'm telling you what it is. So I'm telling you what it is, man. When I get in my 50s, when I get in my 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, you know, real talk, I'm gonna start it when I'm in, like, look, man, I consider 35 years old as old. I'm telling you what it is. I ain't gonna spec and cap to you, man. But, you know, real talk, man, what I plan to do is, I plan to reverse, you know, like how I'm doing right now. Motherfucker, when I get extremely older, my G, I'm letting my age stay only at 18, my G. I'm being 18 or 21 for the rest of my life. Because, like I'm saying in this video, what can you do when you get old, my G? What can you do? Like I said, look, man, so what are the pros? Let me talk about this right quick. What are the pros and cons of getting old? What are the pros and cons? First off, let me explain the pros that happens when you get old. The pros is you might have the opportunity, let's say, you know, you might have the opportunity to have some grandkids, or, you know, have kids, you know what I'm saying? You know, that could be a pro. Another pro is, you know what I'm saying, you get to have a whole lot of wisdom. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to spec cap to you. I just explained that. So, you know, that's a pro. You know, what's another pro? What's another pro out in this bitch, man? You see, I can't think of too many pros because you don't get a motherfucking thing. I'm telling you what it is. But let me explain the cons that happens when you get old. Let me explain the cons right quick. Here you go. When you get old and shit like that, right? Here you go. Your attraction start to fade away. You know what I'm saying? What's some other things? You know what I'm saying? You know, when you get extremely old, you start to be angry at the world. What's some other things that happen when you get old, though? You know, you can't do the same exact things you did once upon a time when you was young. What's some other things that happen when you get old? You know, also, you know, you start to become a boring individual. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole lot of cons that comes with being old. And I guess another pro that comes, no, I take that back. I was gonna say, you know, when you get older, like for a pro, you know what I'm saying, you get to have like a business mentality, but you know, no. That's another form of being wise, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Other than that though, man, I feel like, I really can't think of no pros because it's really no pros. I'm just telling you what it is. But let me explain the pros and cons of what happens when you're young though. Here you go when you know, because look, it is a whole lot of cons that happens when you're young as well, but it's a long list of pros. So, you know, what happens when you're young? What are the pros of being young? When you're young, you can do the things it is that you want. You can still become an attractive individual. You know what I'm saying? You got time to set up your own business. On top of that, you know, what's some other things that can happen, man? You know, you just full of life, you know what I'm saying? You just happy and shit like that. What's some other things, man? What's some other things? You know, you could do the things it is that you want. What I mean is like physical wise, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, let's say you want to go to the gym. You could go to the gym, or let's say you got to pick something up. You know what I'm saying? You could pick something up without feeling cramps, or without feeling, you know what I'm saying, like breaking something and shit like that. I'm telling you what it is. You got a long list of pros that comes when you're young. You know, and I guess, you know, one thing about being young, man, there is a long list of pros when it comes to being young. You know, you're young and dumb. I'm telling you what, look, man. That's why a whole lot of individuals waste their time away when they're young, because, you know, they're ignorant about how to better their life. So, you know, this is why you see old people now, because they ain't do the things it is that they wanted when they're young, and they're regretting it when they're old. I'm telling you what it is. But at the end of the day, though, man, you know, that's why I say it's very important to learn from other people's mistakes, so you won't make the same mistake. I'm telling you what it is. But yeah, man, other than that, though, man, that's basically all it is I wanted to talk about. It's just all it is I'm saying, man. That's why I don't agree with aging. I don't believe in aging, my G. Like I said, I found out about the Fountain of Youth, and best believe I'm using the Fountain of Youth. At the end of the day, man, aging is only just a number, and not even just that. Look, man, someone is telling you, you know, you might be telling yourself, and other individuals is telling you as well, that, you know, when you get older, right, or as you age, you get older. Someone told you that shit. Why do you think they say, let me spit some game right quick. But why do you think they say, let me just use an example right quick. Happy birthday. You are 50 years old. You are 30 years old. You are 40 years old. Motherfucker, they trying to make you old quick. I'm telling you what it is, man. Instead of saying you are 50 years young, they're going to say you 50 years old. Now, let me explain why. Look, man, I ain't trying to get too deep out in this bitch, but what I'm trying to get across, man, we are living in the world of illusion. And so if we are living in the world of illusion, my G, the number one thing is to make you program. And, you know, when you're programmed, then you could be controlled. And that's all it is I'm going to say, man. So, you know, I guess the last thing I could say is you're going to be doing things unconsciously. So, you know, you're 50 years old, right? You probably a 40-year-old individual watching this video. Yeah, you fell into the trap. Look, man, hey, man, you believed in yourself that you was old, and therefore you became an old individual. I'm telling you what it is, man. I swear on my soul. When I turn 40, my G, instead of me saying I'm 40 years old, motherfucker, I'm 40 years young. I'm telling you what it is. You know what I'm saying? Real talk, man. Not even just that, man. When I'm in my 50s, right? When I'm in my 50s, I'm gonna tell myself I'm 18. I'm telling you what it is. And you want to know why? Simply because I realized that the words it is that you say, and on top of that, what you think to yourself as well, but more importantly, the words it is that you say to yourself is going to determine the type of life it is that you're going to receive. So, hey, man, like I said, when I'm in my 70s, my G, I'm 18. So let me give you a rundown right quick. When I'm 40, I'm 18. When I'm 50, I'm 18. When I'm 60, I'm 18. When I'm 70, I'm 18. When I'm 80, I'm 18. When I'm 90, I'm 18. When I'm 100, I'm 18. When I'm 110, I'm 18. When I'm 120, I'm 18. When I'm 130, I'm 18. I don't age. I don't age because I don't tell myself I age. You do, and that's why you age. Duh. But anyways, man, so yeah, man, I'm borderline immortal. I ain't gonna spec cap to you, man. I ain't gonna spec cap to you, man. I honestly feel like I honestly feel like I could live up to all the way to like 120 years old. I'm telling you what it is. And matter of fact, man, look, man, we are living in the digital age of cheat code. I'm telling you what it is, man. We are honestly living in the digital age of cheat code, my G. So, hey, man, one thing about me, man, I use technology to my advantage. And on top of that, we also live in a world ran by money out in this bitch. So, you know, one thing about me, I use technology to my advantage, and I'm going to use the money it is that I had to my advantage as well. So, Hey man, let's just say I found me an immortality cheat code so I could live up to a very long life. I'm telling you what it is. And I'm telling you, man, come back to watching me like 50 years from now, some shit like that. I'm telling you what it is. Come back watching this video. Here you go, 50 years later on some shit. You probably gonna be old and wrinkly because you're not gonna believe in anything it is that I'm saying. So, you know, you're gonna be old and wrinkly, right? And basically, you know, so you probably gonna be, let's say you like 30 years old right now, right? And you're 30 years old, so 50 years from now, you're gonna be like 80. Like I just said, you're gonna be old and wrinkly. You probably gonna have a walker or something like that. They don't invent anything, you know what I'm saying? So you're gonna have a walker, probably gonna be in a wheelchair or something like that. Meanwhile, you know, since you're 30, right? I'm probably gonna be like, you know, I'm gonna be 70 years old. I'm just telling you what it is. Real talk. I'm telling you what, you know, 70 plus something like that. But at the end of the day, motherfucker, I'm still gonna look the same way it is that I look now. I'm telling you. Matter of fact, I might look even younger on some shit. I'm telling you, I'm not bullshitting, my G. One thing about people spin informational type of videos, the viewer do not believe in what it is that the informer is trying to tell them. And guess what? I don't give a fuck if you don't believe in me, my G. I don't care at all. Look, man, I can give you all the secret cheat codes in the world. I can tell you, look, man, you want to know what it is I use? I use a euthanfacial toner. I got me a secret technique, you know what I'm saying, to make me look, I could look 25 years old, 24 years old, 23 years old, 22 years old, 21 years old, 20 years old, 19 years old, 18 years old. Real talk, I could look younger than that, motherfucker. I could look 17, I could look 12 if I really wanted to on some shit like that. Now for the height size, I probably could do that on some shit, but I never really got into the height type of secrets and some shit. But, you know, real talk though, man. With the Asian though, man, with the age, I could look any age I want. Real talk, man. And you want to know the secret cheat code it is that I use? I use something called subliminal affirmation, my G. And you know, I had to mumble what it is I just said, because at the end of the day, I'm giving y'all my secret cheat codes right here and right now. But you want to know what it is that you're going to do? You're gonna sit back and you're not going to believe in what it is that I'm saying. And on top of that, you're going to believe that I'm telling. Oh, I think I just said that, but you know, I was going to say you're going to sit back and you're going to believe I'm lying to you on some shit. And the biggest thing of all is you're going to believe in your own self that you cannot do what it is that I'm doing. And guess what? Since you cannot believe in what it is that I'm doing, and since you can't believe you can't believe in yourself that you can't do it, then what's going to happen is, motherfucker, you ain't going to do it. And you want to know who's going to be in your own, and you want to know who's going to be in your own way? You. I'm telling you what it is, motherfucker. Hey, man. Real talk, man. You're going to be in your own way. You're going to be in your own way, G. And so, you know, hey. And so, but yeah, man, other than that though, man, I feel like I got my point across. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get this video up to 20 minutes because why not? You know, real talk, man. So, but yeah, man. So, yeah, man. Like I said, I'm telling you, man, when I turned 35, my G, when I turned 35, so this is what I'm doing right now. So basically I went 5 years back on my real age, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, y'all can guess my real age, man. So the age it is that I'm being right now, this is my 5 years back age. I reversed my age to 18 and 19. So, like I just told you, I went 5 years back, so y'all can guess what age it is I am. I'm telling you what it is, man. Oh, well, I take that back. Oh yeah. 18, 19, and 20, my G. That's I'm telling you what it is. So, hey, man, I went 5 years back in those ages, so you can guess which one I am. And you know, when I turned 35, right? When I turned 35, basically what I'm going to do when I turn 35, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be 30. You know what I'm saying? But you know, basically when I'm 40 though, I ain't gonna sit back and cap. You know, when I'm 40 though, I ain't gonna sit back and lie to you, man. When I'm 40, I'm forever 18, my G. And I'm not gonna sit back and lie. I've been seeing a whole lot of ageless beings. I'm telling you what it is. I seen this female at my job, right? You know, I seen this female at my job. She was shopping there, you know, and basically, you know, she was born in 1986. I'm telling you what, she was born in 1986 and she looked like she 18 years old. I'm saying, what the fuck? But she know the same thing it is that I know. Either she know about the fountain of youth, man, or, you know, she probably just looked young by default. Real talk, man. And if she looks young by default without doing anything, hey, man, you know, she different. Real talk. Me personally, my G, one thing about me, man, you know, look, man, if I wasn't using the Fountain of Youth, I would be looking my age right now. But, you know, I found out about the Fountain of Youth, and therefore, I'm using it, motherfucker. I'm telling you what it is, man. But anyways, man, so if you like this video, man, stay tuned for some more videos, and we out. V's up.